Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our FTV English version. Here's a breaking news. Viewers, spinach, almonds, and sweet potatoes are celebrated as some of the healthiest foods on the planet. But for the millions of Americans living with inflammatory bowel disease, a new study from UNC School of Medicine suggests that these same foods may be quietly worsening gut inflammations through a compound most people have never heard of. Published in Cellular and Molecular Gastroenterology and Hepatology, the study was led by postdoctoral scholar Anna Salvador, PhD, RD, LDN in the lab of Sajad Sheikh, MD, PhD, Professor of Medicine and Genetics. Where the team measured gene expression, stool oxalate content, and dietary intake in IBD patients and controls and conducted complementary experiments in mouse models where cell culture systems to evaluate how dietary oxalate relates to mucosal inflammation in IBD. Viewers, oxalate is a naturally occurring compound present in all plant foods. Most dietary oxalate is eliminated in the stool, even in the healthy gut too. However, the study found that specialized transporter proteins responsible for the absorption of oxalate from the gut, SLC26A2 and SLC26A3, are consistently and significantly reduced in gut tissues from patients with both ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease across affected tissues and irrespective of inflammation status. So, the more inflamed the tissue, the lower the transporter expression. Viewer, when these transporters are impaired, dietary oxalate is not properly absorbed, leaving more of it to accumulate in the intestinal environment, where the studies data suggests it amplifies the very inflammation that defines IBD. Viewers, Crohn's disease patients that had significantly higher stool oxalate levels than non-IBD controls, even though both groups habitually consume similar amounts of plant-based foods. This was confirmed using two independent dietary measures, a validated dietary questionnaire, diet history questionnaire third, and a DNA metabarcoding, a molecular technique that identifies plant species present in stool samples. This is the first time metabarcoding has been used to assess diet in an IBD population. Viewers, for the first time, we observed that IBD patients and healthy controls were eating similar amounts of plant-based foods, yet Crohn's disease patients still had more oxalate in their stool, Salvador said. And that told us this is not just about what patients eat. Something is fundamentally different about how their gut handles oxalate. Amazing, sir. Bow down. BNS exclusive report.